And welcome to this episode of Planet B period O period B period. Glad you could join us tonight. Running a little late, but we're here. So
yes, we are.
Yep. And don't forget, this is brought to you by King's Cannabiz. So thank you for the sponsorship.
By the way.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk about a number of things tonight. One being
I and what they kind of did to people, and also like the conspiracies that are out there.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of them, you know.
Oh yeah.
And you know, of course, Michelle went down that rabbit hole.
Well, he got me doing it too, so don't feel bad.
Well, it just makes you wonder, you know.
Yeah.
So
that went so badly, though.
Yeah, you know, and they didn't give them much notice.
No, there was so much confusion on that.
Yeah, that there was confusion on how many days, how long. They had no clue.
No, nothing.
PG&E had no clue how long their power was going to go.
Yeah.
Crazy thing.
Their communications and computer sisters. Yeah, good. Computer systems. They kind of faltered out there. Its website went down. The customers were like, what the hell is going on? They didn't know if they were going to be cut off or spared. They're trying to tell them what areas would be affected, and chaos and confusion ruled. Yes, it did.
Yes. I mean, it was just crazy because I still have friends out there in that area, and they were just, cut off, and they didn't know if they were going to be cut off for 2 days or 5 days, 7 days. Nobody knew. And the reasoning behind this is what kills me about this whole thing, is the reasoning behind this is they're saying it was because they were trying to avoid fires.
Yeah. Yep, because apparently they've been blamed for a series of disastrous wildfires.
Yeah, one of them being the big wildfire that happened. You remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Yes, it was.
And they're being blamed for that it was a down power line because of old faulty equipment.
Right.
So this is my question, okay? People are paying their electric bills. People are getting, rising costs of electric money going.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get. You got these higher ups, these CEOs, these big wigs. I'm sorry, assholes.
Yeah. Yes.
Are taking these people's money. They're not fixing anything. These winds are coming in, knocking down these power lines, causing wildfire. They cut off the electricity supposedly, but now there's a big but here. In the cities, the electricity wasn't down.
No. Nope.
So...
Oh, well, a lot of people are upset about this because roads and businesses went dark. They didn't have any warning. Nursing homes and other critical services, they scrambled to find some backup power. And even some government agencies calling the company, they were put on hold for hours.
Oh, yeah, because everybody known to man was doing this, you know? Everybody known to man was calling them.
Yeah. Yep.
They were done.
The most they had to say, there were definitely missteps. Are you serious? That's what you have to say about this.
Right, exactly. There was missteps.
Yeah.
Please.
And that this did not go well. No shit. Yeah. Okay.
Right, you think?
Yeah.
No, and I had friends up there, and I was like, friends, of course, I haven't seen in years, but I still talk to, and it's like, these people, I'm, like, genuinely concerned for them, and then I have a friend, another friend that, who's passed on now, her mother was up there alone.
Good Lord.
And it's like, oh my God, it's like, it scared the hell out of me.
That's crazy.
It scared the hell out of me to think of that lady by herself.
Was she okay? I hope.
Yeah,
okay,
fine, but it's just a thought, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's just a thought. They're doing this now, you know? And I just don't understand how, after all these years, suddenly now they're concerned about it.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
You know.
Well, after that last one, yeah, I could see where they'd be a little antsy about it, but still. But how odd is it that, all these systems went down? Weird.
That's my thing. It's like they shut off this power, and then they had no clue as to when they were going to actually get it back on.
Right.
Then, of course, there's conspiracies that they were testing to see how people were going to survive.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a lot of people were in for the shocker of their life was the power that their solar panels didn't supply power.
Yeah, so what happened there?
Basically, the solar panels fed into PG&E, which, kind of went back into the system because apparently where they got it set up, that's the way it is. It didn't go directly to your house. It goes into their electrical system. Then they supply you with the electricity. Well, guess what? PG&E went down. So did your panels.
Yeah,
they're not hooked up directly to their houses. Because in California, it's illegal to do that.
There you go, then.
And people who did it, now this is another thing, too. People don't hear this part of the story. People who had power, who had the solar panels hooked up directly to their homes, bypassed PG&E, were arrested.
Are you serious?
Very.
Ooh. But how wrong is that?
Exactly. So how is it they're, so this is where the conspiracies come in. Was this just a test to see who did this?
Oh my God.
Who had generators? Who had this? But, I mean, on PG&E's defense, I will say this, they did set up things in the communities. But they were only open during the daytime. They had bathroom facilities where people could go to the bathroom. Showers, whatnot, different foods, things. But it was only open during the day.
Wow.
Yeah, like they had nothing open at night for these people. After a certain time. Nothing.
Oh my God. That's insane. And they arrested him.
Ticketed and arrested, yes. Some people got ticketed. One guy got arrested because he had something like a 2-story house. It had something to do with the dimensions of his house and the size of the solar panels.
Yeah, but they want you to use solar. Make up your mind.
They want you to do it, but they want to control it.
Yeah, that's the key word, control.
Exactly. Because a lot of people, across the country, they have solar panels and they have the windmill, stuff like that, and they're directed straight to their homes. Well, in a lot of states, California's not the only one, by the way. You cannot do that.
Who knew? Who knew?
This is how they control you.
Wow.
So this is why a lot of conspiracies came in, because there's the survivalists that think that they did this, or they did this to kind of get a hold on who has what.
Well, that's the idea of the solar panels, so they could keep lights on during a period where there's no electricity.
No, they did not work.
Wow. Well, I mean, as far as people using solar panels like that guy, because that's what you do in case there is no electricity, right? I mean, wasn't that the idea?
That was the idea. Yeah. Once they turn off that switch, your solar panels do not work.
Yeah. I think it's outrageous that...
I think so. But you're talking about a state who made it illegal to collect rainwater.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's crazy.
So you have these so-called environmentalists, these climate change whack jobs that are like going around, solar panels and this and this, but don't do this, don't do that. Your solar panels only work for electric. Do not collect water, do not do this. You're not supposed to be self-sufficient.
This is why. They're what they're even doing. Solar panel users are getting hit with an extra monthly fee too. That's insane.
What? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, they're trying to hit solar users with discriminatory extra monthly fees. These fees punish solar users for reducing the burden on the grid, as much as $60 a month.
How is that a burden on the grid?
Just for having solar.
How is that a burden on the grid? That's what I don't.
Now, San Diego Gas and Electric customers fight a proposal to quadruple their monthly bill.
See, I don't understand this. This is where this all gets confusing, because there's people out there saying, okay, the solar panels go into the grid, like it's basically supplying the grid with electricity.
Right.
And it's able to go back to their house, so basically their monthly bill is less. And there's other people going, no, that's not how this works.
No, it's not. They get charged extra.
Yeah. And then they're saying, no, it's directed to the house, but PG&E controls it.
Right.
And then other people are going, no, I've got mine hooked up to my house, but I pay an extra fee. So which is it? That's what I'm confused on the solar panel business.
Yeah.
How are they doing this?
I don't know. I have no idea.
And I've done some research, and like I said, I'm coming up with 3 different options here. So is this in California? Maybe it goes by county?
It could be. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just crazy that these utilities, their attack on the solar panels is totally outrageously stupid. Okay?
Well, of course it is. I mean, absolutely it is. They're telling people to do this, go green, do this, but as long as we control it.
Yeah, wait a minute.
And we get to charge you extra for doing this.
Yeah, wait a minute.
This is where this whole climate change and all this, going green thing, this is where you get to this gray area of just complete bullshit.
You got it. You
know what I mean?
Well, to understand this in layman's terms, it would be the same as charging you for switching to LED light bulbs.
Exactly.
Or increasing the insulation in your home. They're charging you extra because you have that. Are you serious? I mean, I don't get it. Make up my mind.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That this is where this gray area comes in with all this. It's like one part of me is like going, okay, I can totally understand global warming. I get it. I do, because you add more people, you add more things. Things are going to heat up. So of course the planet's going to be a little warmer. But at the same time, you've got these people going, well, we need to reduce this and the carbon footprint and da-da-da, solar panels do all this. So then people do this, and they're being charged out the ass for it by the government that spends millions of dollars every year feeding you this crap, telling you that you're supposed to do this.
Yep.
So I don't get this. So basically, you're paying, people who have solar panels are paying more than the Joe Schmo who just has electricity, just turns on his light, does nothing, has a huge carbon footprint,
There you go.
They pay more than him.
Yep.
So that their money, millions of dollars, goes back to this government that's using millions of dollars to feed people crap about global warming and being green and all this crap.
Yep.
Am I the only one that's not getting this? Is there something? There might be an element I'm missing. It's very possible.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some jerk out there going, I don't know, but this is this. Okay, fine. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But if it is, please explain it to me.
Right.
Explain it to me without going, you're stupid and it's no. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear you telling me. I want you to give me an explanation.
Yeah, tell me where these figures are coming from then. The Sacramento utility, area utility, they just proposed to essentially totally wipe out the state's new solar homes plan to put solar panels and batteries into new home construction.
Yeah.
Instead, what they're doing is their alternative plan instead locks new homeowners into being 100% dependent on the Sacramento utility for at least 20 years.
Oh, well, of course.
That's bullshit.
So that way they control it. See, this is my issue with this. It's like, okay, so you want this.
Right.
You know, this is about California. Everybody knows California is this very liberal state that, you know, they're like in the go green, do this. But at the same time, they're contradictive. And it's not the citizens. I am not attacking California citizens. I am attacking California government.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make that clear.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I am attacking the government that is allowing this.
Right.
Why are we doing this?
Because the utilities, I don't think do they have control over any of these utility companies? Because they just do what the hell they want, apparently.
Well, it's big business. It's like anything. Big pharma, big business, electric. It's anything like that. When you have a lot of money, you have a lot of control.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That's basically what it boils down to.
Oh, yeah. So
PG&E has had a lot of money over the years, and they've screwed off. They've basically been slumlords of the electricity. You know, they're the ones that collect all the money and never fix anything.
Right.
And then now all of a sudden it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
We haven't updated this in how many years? Mm-hmm. We've had billions of dollars coming into our pockets. Oh, I'm sorry, we spent that.
Yeah.
Now we're going to shut off your electricity that you pay for because we're afraid we might start a fire.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly. So they're going to deny thousands of new homeowners and renters the savings and security of rooftop solar and battery storage. So there you go on that.
Yeah.
Supposedly the utilities claim, this is bunk, by the way, it's unsubstantiated, of course, that the rooftop solar increases electricity costs for non-solar users. Bullshit.
Right?
Yeah. So what they're saying is that rooftop solar users buy less electricity, and so everybody else who doesn't have it has to pay more. Crap. So if that's true, then pretty much anyone that lowers their heat, buys LED light bulbs, retrofits their water heater, and upgrades is also responsible for spiking electricity rates. Yeah, tell me another one.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
What's responsible for spiking electricity rates is these assholes that have pocketed this money all these years and have done nothing.
Yes, exactly.
To improve and update these lines that are dangerous. And now they're making people pay for it, and now they're blaming it on somebody.
Right.
Oh, well, it's got to be the solar panels. It's them. That's why. This is why we don't have any money. That's because of them. No, you don't have any money because you greedy bastards have pocketed this money all these years, and everybody knows it. It's not a secret. And now you think you're being slick by blaming solar panels.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The very thing that our government is spending $millions on, millions, to tell people about global warming and going green. Kiss my ass.
You got that right.
You know? It's just a roundabout, just bullshit. Even though a lot of people out there, what does this have to do with survival? It has everything to do with survival. We teach modern survival. We think you have the right to know when these companies are sticking it right up your butt.
And there you go. They're the very ones.
And this is about your survival. This is about your money, your everything, and the fact that they can just shut off your power.
Yeah, and if you don't have any backup plan, you're done.
And they didn't give these people hardly any notice. No. This is what really pisses me off.
Yeah.
It was almost like a last-minute decision.
Well, they blamed it on, the system went down, this failed, that didn't work. Are you all of it? Would they accidentally shut off your power too? Dumbasses.
Some people had less than a week.
Yeah.
So can you imagine, you get your paycheck, right? Mm-hmm. You pay your rent or whatever, you pay your utilities, you pay your cable, your internet, whatnot, so you got a few bucks left over. Hey, great, I got money left over for groceries, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, you're going to be without power.
Yeah.
So then suddenly they're getting candles and flashlights, which they should have anyways.
Right.
We're talking about people who weren't preppers, they weren't survivalists.
Right.
Suddenly they're in a mad scramble, then they go to the stores, there's nothing there.
Yep.
The shelves were empty.
Yep. There were, but to make it fair, there were 5 pro-solar state senators that tried to stop the utility attacks. But guess what? Oops, they were totally ignored.
Well, of course they were.
Totally ignored.
Of course they were. And this is where my problem is with the big government. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the big government. I'm talking about, Senate level and,
right.
The Speaker, Pelosi, all those people. It's like they're in their BS about climate change and going green. And now they will step in and they will override anything that they don't agree with, except this.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are they not stepping in here and going, you know what? You guys are full of crap. You're big government. You're big greed.
Because of course, she wouldn't have solar panels, so.
But do you know what I mean?
I know.
This is the stuff they speak.
Yeah.
This is the stuff they talk about.
Yeah.
They talk about how evil Trump is because he pulled out of some freaking climate change bullshit, right? Okay, well, fine. Then put your money where your mouth is.
Yep.
Go out there to California, tell these jerks, no, people are going to have solar panels because we want to go green.
Exactly. No, they're not going to do that. Oh, my God, forbid.
Right?
Yep.
So, a lot of people, though, I will say this, I have friends that were very prepared for this.
Good.
They had generators. They had their gallons of water. They had their food. Everything. So.
Okay, here's an oxymoron for you. Okay, now, the utilities companies are charging them for being solar-based, correct?
According to what we're reading,
right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, however, lawmakers last September extended the consumer rebate for installing battery storage. Now, wait a minute. You get a rebate for this, but they're going to charge you more. What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. This is like so contradictory. Yeah. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
It is not even funny anymore.
Yep.
It's like, so they're going to give you a rebate.
Yeah.
For buying.
Yeah, for installing battery storage.
Yes.
It's called the Self-Generation Incentive Program. And this should be huge. But I don't get it. Okay. They're not. But they're not going to relaunch it. They're supposed to relaunch it this year. They're not going to do it till next April.
And I want to know, where are these environmentalists? These people that picket with their signs and their blah blah blah. You're this. You're that. You're killing us. Whatever. That kid that's like, you took my child. Okay. Why are they not in California right now? Why are they not there with their damn signs, freaking the hell out?
Yeah.
They should be.
And the state officials are just standing aside. It's like, what is wrong with this picture here?
Why are they not out there just freaking out on these people?
Right.
I would love to know. I would love to know their response to this. Why are they not out there just freaking out on the California government?
Got that right.
The California citizens, people down California citizens, they're this. No, I'm telling you right now, the California citizens are pissed.
Good.
They are pissed.
Good.
Beyond belief.
They should be. Because a lot of people, they can't buy backup power, unfortunately.
No.
They can't afford it or whatever. And these blackouts are highlighting a divide in this.
And this isn't going to be the last one either.
Oh, no.
The second winds kick up out there, they say they're going to do it again.
Yep.
So this is just becoming like a way of life out there. Oh, well, here comes another blackout. It's like, this should not be.
Yep.
It should not be.
Well, look how many people, they lost wages because your restaurants and other businesses were closed.
There were signs up on businesses.
Yeah.
My friend sent me, pictures of this where it says, sorry, no power.
Yeah.
Even though that there were a few ATMs that they had like lists of places that still, that were still in business. There was a couple of them. But check this out. A lot of the businesses that were open, guess who gave them the generators to stay open?
Oh, let me guess. Had to be the utility company.
And they were only businesses that didn't have the solar panels.
Well, what do you know? The thing about it is what people, what's happening to you is, okay, you get a blackout, okay? A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your food's going to go bad. They don't have backup power. Number one, your food's going to go bad. What are you feeding your family? What about reimbursement for this?
And they should.
My question is, most people have
handles everything.
Yeah, insurance. Okay, that should cover it because they didn't know this was happening, which is the utility's fault. Number one. Okay, but what are they going to feed their family for the next week? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
It's like they said,
I just wonder
for a person, for people that have the cash and that can, get
Right.
their backups and their storage and know what to do. It probably wasn't an issue,
Right.
3-4 days without power,
Right.
not an issue. But then you have those people that are literally living paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
Had nothing.
Exactly.
That were not prepared for this.
My guess is what's going to happen is, okay, yeah, your homeowner's insurance should cover something, though your lost food, whatever the case is. But I would put money on it right now that they will not, because of the utilities, that this was a planned thing. You should have been ready.
You know that's what's going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. I would bet money on it, and I'm just livid over that. That is total BS.
They should have living in California insurance,
Yeah, that cost them a fortune, though. Now, you have places that sell these solar panels, and and then they're going to get charged for using it.
But go green.
Yeah, go green.
Go green means go money. Green means money. Doesn't mean helping the environment. You're helping these corporate bastards line their pockets. That's what you're doing.
Yes. Yep.
So people who actually, that okay, they believe climate change, global warming, okay, go after these people. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You're going on TV and saying they stole my childhood or whatever. Go after these bastards.
Got that right.
That's what you should be going after.
Yeah, and most of your according to Consumer Reports, most of your generators will cost it, about $1,000, and about $1,000 or more, and then your permanent generators at least $2,000.
Yeah.
And an installation price tag. Now listen to this. That can cost $10,000 or more.
Oh yeah, and that's for the good ones that are quiet. Then you got the ones that are louder, and then that puts you in danger. And a lot of people don't understand this. If Joe Schmo down the road has nothing and he has no generator, he hears your generator going. He knows you have power. He knows you have food.
Yep.
What's about to happen to you?
Yep.
See, and this is the underbelly, the seedy side of all this that people don't hear about.
Right.
This stuff happened. People were looting. People were robbing.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
It made local news, but it didn't make national news. Of course.
Of course not.
People were being put in danger.
Okay, what about, they're saying their system went down. Don't they have backup power? Don't tell me. Yeah, I mean, hello?
Are you the freaking electric company?
Yeah, hello, I think you have backup generators.
Maybe you should have gotten solar panels.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so supposedly those went down. But you have backup power. I know you do. So please.
Right.
I don't know. It's crazy. What about, these nursing homes? They needed power. A lot of them, granted, had backup, but, it just caught them off guard.
But I'll tell you what, I worked at a nursing home once, years ago, and our power went out in the middle of winter, and guess what didn't come on?
The backup generator.
Exactly.
This is what I'm saying. You know, what about these poor people that need their oxygen? You know, they're on oxygen and other, you know, things that need the power.
What about people on home health care?
Yeah. Yes.
People that have oxygen at home or that are on feeding tubes.
Yes. Exactly.
People that have to go to dialysis. How do you tell somebody that needs dialysis 3 times a week, oh, I'm sorry, we can't do your dialysis today because we don't have power?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, your blood's going to be freaking pretty damn dirty because you're screwed.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But there's still, I just saw an ad here for solar panels, Sonova. Oh, make sure, go cellular in California, battery storage. It's like, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's totally contradictive.
Yeah.
What they do out there. I don't get this.
You know who else was hit hard? I just saw it too, which is really strange. How about your electric car owners? Surprise!
Right? Yeah, that's true. Electric cars.
Yeah. Hit hard.
They claim the filling stations for those were working. Mm-hmm. How is that? I would love to know.
Yeah.
But they claim some of them were working.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
they got hit.
This whole thing is just like a mind-blowing freaking headache.
Yeah.
Because you can't feel... Like I said, what this basically comes down to is corporate greed.
Yeah, exactly. As usual.
This whole damn mess came down to corporate greed.
Mm-hmm.
It came down to paying your CEOs, your employees, all these people million, 6-figure salaries, sometimes 7.
Yep.
And, living the high life while your freaking lines, your electrical lines went to shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you let them, then you're blaming other people for it.
Exactly.
And it's all your fault.
Mm-hmm. Of course it is.
Who the hell's the CEO of PG&E?
I don't know. Yeah, let's call them out. What I want to say is Elon Musk, he's changing some things because of the outages. And nearly a million Californians are now without power. They deliberately shut off. So what he wants to do, they're going to outfit their supercharger stations, because supposedly they were up, but obviously not. They will have Tesla power packs within the next few weeks. And this is in response to these power outages.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, so he's going to do that. He's Tesla.
Yeah.
So he's doing this for the people because of these outages.
This is what I found out about PG&E just now. It says PG&E is overseen by the California Public Utilities Commission.
Mm-hmm.
It is the leading subsidiary of the holding company PG&E Corporation, which has a market capitalization of $3.242 billion.
There you go.
Not million.
Billion. Yep.
Okay.
But here's where he's going to run into a problem. He has to get permits. He says just waiting on the permits. Damn well they're going to be forever.
Yeah.
So he wants to Tesla solar to our supercharger stations as fast as possible. His goal is 24/7 clean power with no blackouts.
Okay. So, the CEO of PG&E, by the way, is William, quote-unquote, Bill Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He says there's many things we need to do to better what we did this time. Communicate better, as much notice as possible, as much clarity, as frequently as possible. What? You know what, guy? You just need to stop. What you need to do right now is to be apologizing.
Yes.
Don't sit there and say, oh, well, we need to do better. You need to say, hey, I'm sorry we did this to you.
Yes.
It was ridiculous on our part, and we are assholes. That's what you need to be saying to the California citizens right now.
Absolutely. And doing something about it.
Jeez. Communicate better, much more notice. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There are many things we need to do to better than we did this time. Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Yep.
You can start by maybe compensating, some people on what they had to buy last minute, very ridiculous, misinterpretation of what you were supposed to be doing.
Yep.
Of that.
Yep.
Yep. It is absolutely it's neglect. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. I don't give a crap how much money you have. Why don't you take it out of your salary? I bet you didn't have to go without.
Yeah, I bet you did. Yep, none of them did.
Bet you they didn't go through a blackout.
Yep. Probably.
What you need to do is offer a place where people can go and get calmed for a generator that they had to buy, or last minute flashlights and candles. Like I said, people should have this stuff anyways. We always preach that. Be self-reliant, insist upon yourself. But for those people who weren't, it's like, who knew?
Yeah. There's a thing here about where is it? California blackout fears fuel move towards solar storage. No, because they're charging you for it there. What?
Yeah, because they're going to blame you.
Yeah.
For the reason they don't have money, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
But this is the thing. It's like California actually owns PG&E. Is that what I'm reading right on this?
It sounds like it.
It says it's overseen by the California Public Utilities Commission.
Yeah.
So is this a private thing, or is this run by the state of California?
It's a state.
I'm confused on this.
It's the state.
Is it state level?
Yes.
Okay. So basically the state of California screwed their own people.
Pretty much.
And this guy, Bill Johnson's getting the heat for it. Is that right?
Pretty much.
Okay. I just want to make sure of that.
Well, he went along with it, so.
Well, yeah, he did. He absolutely said, go ahead, do it.
Yeah. So.
Not thinking about, like I said, they're not thinking about these people. But then they're like, well, we have these stations up where people go to the bathroom and do their laundry and they can get, drinks and food. Okay, yeah, you had that during the day.
Yeah. What about at night?
Right.
When the looters are out. I'm just saying.
Exactly. That's right. California don't have guns. They don't like guns.
Oh, there we go.
So now nobody had a way to defend themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, these people are ridiculous. I just cannot believe they.
I know. It says in that one, blackout fears move toward more solar and battery. Then you have the one saying, Californians learning that solar panels don't work in blackouts. Make up my mind here. They want you to buy them so they can own you even more. Two separate articles, and one, solar panels don't work, and the other one's pushing towards solar panels. So, don't know. I don't know what to tell you poor people out there. I really don't. Fight for what you want.
All right, and anybody who thinks, the CEO doesn't make that much. Bill Johnson, I got this from...
There you go.
This is from April 16, 2019. It says the utility's incoming chief executive officer, Bill Johnson, will receive an annual base salary of $2.5 million for a 3-year contract.
Holy shit, I'm in the wrong business.
Right.
Oh my God.
So, $2.5 million for 3 years of cutting your power off.
Yep. Because, yep. Way to go. Yeah, you're all right. Yeah.
He's not in my state. Jesus.
Yeah, got that right. California can expect more blackouts also.
And it says here that he is going to be making more than twice the twice the base salary of his former CEO, Geisha Williams.
Oh, isn't that bullshit? Wow.
Yeah. So he's making twice as much as the last CEO.
What they're afraid of, these utilities companies over, because they're being sued. They have lots of lawsuits over the last one. So
they should.
They're going to get the money from y'all is what they're doing.
But what sucks about this, they have these lawsuits, and then they got to pay court costs, whatever else, and it's like, but I think if they win, the PG&E has to pay the court costs, right?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
But still, it's like it's a lot of effort. You know what I mean? It's like getting out of work. You gotta go to court. You gotta, these things. So it's like, and they should pay for that too.
Yeah.
They can pay for the footwork. They can pay for the gas, everything.
Absolutely. So their reasoning is, look, I just got the power to avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're causing like X amount in the blackouts because of the looting, because of everything else going on. Are you out of your mind? I don't understand that reasoning behind that. Is what it says. I kid you not. They're facing billions in lawsuits, so they cut the power to avoid it.
That's crazy.
So cut the power to avoid another blaze, as well as the lawsuits that come with wildfires. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Who the hell is running this show?
Oh my god, yeah. So this guy also, I forgot to tell you this. He will also get a one-time transition payment of $3 million on his first day of the job.
Excuse me?
It says Johnson, who finished up a 6-year stint as president and CEO of Knoxville, Tennessee-based utility company, will also get a one-time transition payment of $3 million on his first day on the job, as well as an annual equity award of about, what, am I reading that right? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, $3.5 million. The filing said he'll start May 1st. So he just started this year. So not only is he getting $2.5 for a 3-year contract, he got $3 million to start. And he's going to get an annual equity award of $3.5 million.
Equity award for what?
Exactly.
For being an ass.
Exactly.
What
this guy this year is going to, okay, so so that's, 3 years. So what is that, like? That's a lot of damn money.
Yeah.
Like 800,000, something like that. So it's like, so that's a year plus $3 million plus 3 for, so $6.5 million.
About
plus,
10 million.
Well, actually, it'll be about almost over $7 million.
Yeah.
His first year.
Yeah. Wow. Poor guy.
I like that, guys.
Yeah. There you go. Facts, people. Facts.
But they don't have money to fix their lines.
This is what they're saying. These outages are likely to be the new normal for California. They're saying that PG&E outages are excessive, and it's the bankrupt company's poor maintenance and the fear of being sued. This is why they're cutting the power. That's the reason.
You're cutting the power so you can be sued some more. Okay, that makes sense.
Got me. This is basically why they're doing it. What are they saying? The bankrupt companies, poor maintenance of its equipment. That's PG&E. They're not bankrupt. They're not.
If you can afford to pay this CEO guy that much money, a $3 million transition fee at one time, then a $3.5 million annual equity, plus his base salary, which was roughly around $800,000 a year. Give me a break.
Then you can maintain your lines.
Yeah.
You can maintain your equipment.
And that's just this guy. That's not counting the people below him, the other board members.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's just the CEO. That's the chief executive officer. There's also other officers. There's other people they're paying.
It's disgusting.
It is. Like I said, these corporate assholes have gotten away with this for way too long.
Yes.
And these idiots that are out there with their freaking picket signs and all this crap need to go out there. They need to go out there. Yeah. They want corporate greed. They want to stop corporate greed. That's where they need to be.
Yeah. Exactly. But they're saying that the bankrupt company...
Right. That's what I don't understand. See, this is where this whole thing is contradictory. It just doesn't make sense to me.
But supposedly, poor maintenance of its equipment. Yeah, they're worried about the lawsuits, and that people are saying these outages are excessive, poor maintenance, and the fear of litigation that's behind these outages. So they're relying on the shutoff to prevent the liability. Are you freaking serious? Who thinks of this shit?
Listen to this. We believe pay should be strongly tied to performance, particularly safety performance, and our compensation programs are designed to reflect this. PG&E said in an emailed statement, more than half of Mr. Johnson's incentive compensation will be directly tied to safety performance and metrics, which PG&E believes significantly exceeds industry standards. PG&E added that the company sets executive compensation to be compatible with similar companies in the industry.
Yeah, right.
That customers will not pay for any compensation for any company officer. Oh, really? And how is that, PG&E?
Yeah.
How is it the customers that pay their electric bills don't pay this asshole's salary?
Yeah.
And his compensation or whatever. Where does this money come from then?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if it's not coming from you guys, then is it coming from the taxpayers?
It's coming from people somewhere. You know damn well it is.
See, this is what I don't understand about all this. See, where we're not pulling this stuff out, where we're actually researching this, guys. We are telling you the truth. This is what's going on.
Yeah. Yes.
So, and this is stuff coming directly from PG&E. This isn't like something people just pulled out of their butt. This is like exactly what's going on here.
I want to see something here. I'm looking it up about this bankruptcy thing.
I don't understand.
PG&E filed for bankruptcy on January 29th, 2019.
But they hired this asshole on May 1st.
The case was filed in the Northern District of California. The company has 32 bond issues overall, and their outstanding amount is approximately equal to $17.469 billion.
And this is what I don't understand. I shouldn't call I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy personally. He might be a nice guy just caught in a bad situation. I don't know, but I think he's paid very well to cut people's power off.
Yeah. Let's see. A judge decided this week that the California utility doesn't have the ability to solely control its reorganization, and that a plan put forth by the bondholders and supported by California citizens with wildfire damage claims against Utah must be considered. What they filed for Chapter 11, which is basically reorganization.
Oh, and you want to hear some crap? I tried to look up on Bloomberg, the PG&E company. I tried to look who owns it, who's actually named on the stock. It says the page you tried to search is no longer available.
I'll bet you it's not. The reason they filed for this Chapter 11, it's bankruptcy protection, because of being sued from the wildfire, those wildfires. And of course, the PG&E shares, they plunged, they dropped. Well, duh.
Well, yeah.
Gee, you think? So they're saying PG&E shareholders could get wiped out. Not my problem. Sorry about that.
Right.
But that's why they filed for Chapter 11. It's bankruptcy protection because of these lawsuits. And this is basically where this is all stemming from.
And it says here the CEO conceded PG&E will very likely have to make this kind of decision again in the future.
They're saying this is going to be the new normal. So
yeah, but admitted there is a lot to the company could do better. It says he promised PG&E would work to communicate essential information sooner. Yeah. Wow. That is just...
Well, just fix your shit. Make it so it won't cause wildfires. Fix your stuff. Okay.
Now listen to this one. Aside from his apologies at the public press conference, Johnson also found himself apologizing during the interview with the Chronicle Thursday. The paper revealed about a dozen of the company's employees on the natural gas side of the business, were whining and dining with top customers at the Sonoma County Vineyard just days before the massive statewide outages. Yeah, they were real concerned.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. This is the California largest. Here's what you need to know about the bankruptcy, okay? It's the lawsuits from the wildfires. Did you know the equipment owned and maintained by the utility sparked 17 of the 21 wildfires that burned? 17 of them they caused.
That's crazy.
Not just one or two, 17. So it makes the company responsible, of course, for some of the damage, you think?
Right.
The authorities recently cleared the company of responsibility in an 18th fire. And that was a blaze that killed 22. I don't know exactly what went on with that, but anyway. PG&E has been cited for safety violations in recent months and was ordered to re-inspect its entire grid.
You think?
Yeah. This is not the first time they've declared bankruptcy either. It did so in 2001 after the state tried to deregulate utilities. Then, of course, the S&P Global ratings, they were downgraded. The bonds by the utility were downgraded to junk status. So this isn't the first time. Supposedly, the utility has estimated its fire liability at $30 billion. PG&E's debt totaled about $52 billion at the end of September. But that was...
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so this goes way beyond anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, and this is where the conspiracy theorists come in, because they're saying, okay, well, maybe these power outages so the company can save money. Do you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with anything. They're just cutting off the power so they don't have to supply it.
Yeah.
But then again, with that, I'm going to say this. I think it probably costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Turn off the power. I mean, it's just flipping a switch, but they still had to provide all these tents and whatnot, but they didn't do it in every town.
No. And here's here's part of the reason utilities are going up and stuff, to recoup its losses from the fire. So they're going to charge you more for it.
Yeah. Their screw up is costing you money.
Right.
Their screw up you're paying for, while this guy gets millions.
Yeah. There you go. What they're trying to do is slow down the payouts for the claims that have already been filed. This is what they're trying to with this bankruptcy thing.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, how you doing?
So Elon Musk is waiting on permits. They may never come because this is how they work. So.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Yep. So that is what is going on with PG&E. A lot of this is due to the claims for the wildfires.
Yeah.
This is what this is about.
Again, corporate greed. I can't say it enough. Corporate greed.
Corporate greed, people. Yes.
This is what caused all of this.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's what's still causing it. It's going to continue to cause it.
Absolutely.
So there you go. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. All conspiracies aside, all this BS comes down to one thing.
Yeah.
Corporate greed.
Exactly. So there you go. You got the lowdown on it.
Wonder if they have any laws against doing Gilligan's Island, with the bike.
Oh. Let somebody try it. They probably would. Wait a minute.
They probably would.
You're stealing from us. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But to arrest people for using their solar power is total.
Ticketing them, arresting them.
That's bullshit.
That is crazy because of how they have their solar panels set up.
Yeah. It's supposed to be cutting down your costs.
It's supposed to be, and it's supposed to be the whole green factor and stuff, but then their solar panels weren't working during the shutdown, except for some people's were, and the ones whose were ticketed and were arrested.
Yeah, go figure.
Right.
I cannot.
Almost 1 million people were out of power, and because a couple people had their solar power set up to not to your specifications, they got ticketed.
Okay, Ike said he's getting solar power right now. Be careful.
Well, yeah, but he lives in a different state.
Yeah,
but
check it out.
Colorado's getting to like California is.
So check it out before you do.
Yeah, make sure you check it out. Like, make sure you look up the laws. Make sure you look up how they want you to set it up.
Yep.
Everything.
Well, make sure they're not charging you more.
Their solar panels weren't working.
Yeah.
Because it went through the PG&E company.
He's a what? I'm confused. He said, I'm a theory. Just a small amount. Okay. Still make sure they're not charging you extra for it, because apparently that's what they do. California anyway, so.
And then they made them wire it some way to where their solar power, their panels didn't even work.
Yeah, so there you go, because it was tied into PG&E.
Exactly. So, corporate greed,
wow.
Corporate greed.
What a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive.
When we practice corporate greed.
Yeah, when we practice corporate greed. Yes, so there you go. Yeah, absolutely. That is totally insane.
And like I said, guys, this isn't conspiracy theory bullshit. These are facts.
Yeah.
These are facts.
Yeah, these are not conspiracy theories.
And I will say this. This guy, Bill Johnson, was not there prior to all this crap. So
no, but
he's been there since May, and this company has been going in the shitter for a very long time.
Yes. So
I
was paying him all that money.
Yeah. They are paying him a lot of money. He just got in there. Maybe he'll fix things.
Let's hope so for the customers out there.
But I will say that on his defense, he was not there.
Yeah, very true. So
he was not there. So, but PG&E still, it was corporate greed, that brought him to this.
Exactly.
But this guy, like I said, he's making an just insane amount of money.
Yeah.
To come in here and try to fix this. So we'll see if he does.
Yeah.
I doubt it. But you never know.
Yeah, but be prepared for more power outages out there. Apparently that is going to be your new normal, I'm sorry to say. So. This
is the main things that you guys need to really be having out there right now is, of course, flashlights. Have a regular flashlight. Now, this is a big thing with me, and people know this. Have a regular, even a couple little flashlights that run on the rechargeable batteries.
Yep.
And the reason I say that is a lot of those solar lights you can use to recharge batteries.
There you go.
You know the little cheap ones that you get from Walmart?
Yeah.
They run on rechargeable, like AA batteries.
Yeah, there you go.
Some of them are AAA, whatever. And you can actually rig them up. You can get the videos on YouTube anywhere you go to recharge your batteries, and have those for your flashlights and different things like that. And of course, have some LED ones. They're bright as hell, but
Yeah.
some people can't take the light from those. They have the regular flashlights, the bulb flashlights, and have the LED lights. Have a crank one that you can crank to use. Now they have these ones out there right now that you crank them for the flashlight, but they can also charge your cell phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Or a small appliance, whatever. So it's kind of like the Gilligan's Island thing, It's cranked. Make sure, triple sure, that you have like a little solar. The reason I say this is like they're foldable, almost like a wallet size, and that can charge your cell phone. And they cannot control that.
There you go.
And make sure you have food. Make sure you have water is key.
Yes, absolutely.
Water is key. So, most definitely, have gallons of water, have bottles of water.
Yes.
Have water tablets, whatever.
Water, yes.
And don't forget, you have nature out there, people. There are creeks, there are rivers, but you make sure you purify your water. Make sure you know what you're doing.
Make sure
Even if you have to look it up on YouTube or look up whatever you got to do and put it on your phone permanently so you have it at all times.
Very true.
Write it in a notebook.
And make sure you have foods that aren't that perishable. Okay,
exactly.
you know, so make sure.
Especially where knowing that your power is going to go out. Don't stock up your freezer because if this is going to happen, unless you have a generator or something, don't do this because if you stock up your freezer, you're screwed.
Yeah, got that right. You're going to have to start, unfortunately, you have to start buying a little differently.
Well, there's now the freeze dryers on the market. You can actually buy one for your house. They're a little pricey still.
Yeah.
But they're eventually going to get to the point where they're going to be like the price of a stove, and you can freeze dry your meats, your fruits, everything. You won't have to worry about this kind of ridiculous crap.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
There's also people out there that will freeze dry food for you.
True.
For a cost, but they'll do it.
Yeah.
So if you get like your deer meat or whatever, go to them, have some stuff freeze dried. I know it sounds gross, freeze dried meat, but it works.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Just you're going to have to start
protein bars. Make sure you have your first aid kits. You even get a medical book. I mean, a medical book on simple things like broken ankles, things like that, sprained ankles, cuts, how to suture.
Right.
Because when these things go down, these blackouts, people panic.
Yeah.
Every little thing, they're going to run to the hospital because they don't know what it is and they're going to be scared.
Yep.
So please, please, please have some kind of medical knowledge. Not just first aid stuff. Not just your normal cuts.
Right, absolutely.
Get some books on how to suture. Get some books on different. This is how they did it back in the old days. This is not something that's like, oh God, we're taking lives in our now. People did this all the time. They had these symptoms books. They would look at the symptom and they say, well, this is your symptom. Symptom. Turn to page 12. So you turn to page 12. Okay, if you got this, turn to page 42.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or you can at least roundabout guess what might be wrong, so you don't have to go to the hospital. Just have some common sense.
Yeah.
Have a book of wild edibles in your area. So maybe you can go out and pick some plants and stuff to cook and different things like that,
There you go. That'll work too. But you're going to have to do things a little differently. Your new normal is going to be not so normal, so.
Help your family survive by prepping for these outages. It's not going to stop. You bitching about it, us bitching about it, isn't going to stop the outages. They're going to happen.
Yeah, it says that. It's going to be the new normal, apparently.
Yeah, inevitable.
Yeah.
So and it really sucks because there's people that live in the high mountains up there that during the winter get lots of snow and it's freaking cold.
Yes.
And they're cutting off their power.
Yeah. Yep. So it's going to be crazy. So you're going to have to start planning accordingly. Shop for, a week at a time instead of 2 or 3.
Exactly.
Change it up. You're going to have to change some, obviously, unfortunately. And that's sad.
Have to stock some protein bars.
Yeah.
Stock, things like cereals. I know it sounds crazy, but some of those cereals have good not the sugary kind, but like the other kind. That have the protein, that have the, everything that you need in them. They cost $3-4 a box, but you know what? You get you a couple of those in your house.
Got that right.
Got meals for a few days, Start getting canned stuff. Like I said, freeze-dried stuff is going to probably save you someday.
Yeah.
It's very important. Food, water, like I said, water is the biggest key here ever. You need water.
Yes,
you can go 3 weeks without food, but you cannot without water.
No.
You need water. Water purification tablets. Simple bleach, boiling. But you need to look up what you need in the water.
There you go.
Do not just go all willy-nilly and go,
There you go.
You can kill yourself and your family.
Yeah, don't be doing that. So, yeah.
No. Most definitely. Let me see. I know that there's a survival thing. Let me see. I'll try to... Well, I'll link it to the KBLB LLC.
There you go.
page on Facebook about how many drops of bleach to put in water.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Right from the, different things like that you could actually do to purify your water. And personally, I would still boil it and try to filter it myself. That's just me.
Yeah.
Along with the bleach. That way you're triple sure that you're not getting anything.
Yep, absolutely.
And I know people well, some people had water, but guess what? Some people didn't.
Yeah.
You know why they didn't?
Yes.
Because they had water softeners in their house, and guess what that ran off of?
Oh, yeah, electricity, again.
The big ones, what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. So unless they redirected the line through their house, they didn't get their water.
Right.
And there's also places, too, that have the electric, what the hell, where you get the water from the city lines, but it has to go uphill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That runs on electricity.
There you go.
So, there's many things that's involved in this. This wasn't just, the lights are out, we get to light some candles. No. There's so many things that were factors.
Yes, absolutely.
So, again, insist upon yourself. Do not rely on your government to save you, because they obviously aren't.
Yeah. Most of it, unfortunately, it's your state government. So.
Yeah. Your government ain't going to help you. They're just not.
Obviously.
They're not going to help you.
Yeah, obviously. So,
obviously. They already let you go into peril how many times now?
Yeah.
So, they're obviously not going to help you. So, insist upon yourself. Make sure your family is fed. Make sure your family has water. That's on you.
Yeah. There you go.
Not them.
Yep.
Alright, enough preaching for today.
Okay. Moving on. Just a little.
Yeah, gotta lift that cloud, because I start talking about corporate people, and it just pisses me off, and I go down that hole and I don't get back.
It's so outrageous, though. That's the thing. It's just so outrageous.
It is. It's crazy.
Yeah. That it's. Why would you even think you could? Apparently, they think they're getting away with it. I don't know. It's just.
I don't know either.
But anyway, moving on.
California needs a revolution.
California needs to fire all their government over there and start over.
Yeah. I would say get a revolution. Get out of there.
You got that right.
It won't happen, but it would be cool to watch. I used to live in California, so I know what they're going through. It's so frustrating. Like I said, I will never. The citizens of California, most of them are really nice people.
I bet. And
it's the government. Yeah. It's the government of California that just sucks ass.
Totally.
There's no other way to describe it.
That's great. Good way to describe it. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's just wow. Yeah, that's just really sad that they're doing that to them.
Oh, they are. They are. It's ridiculous. Like I said, what's funny though is they supplied the cities with power.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh sure.
But actually, on their defense though, it was the remote lines that were causing these wildfires.
Yeah.
These ones out in the middle of nowhere that weren't maintained.
No, but that's on them. They should have maintained them. So.
It's absolutely on them.
Yeah.
So, alright, what else we got on the agenda today?
Snow.
Talk about this forever.
Snow, winter is coming.
Winter is here for some people already.
Oh my God, that was crazy in North Dakota. Oh my God.
But it's dredging south. It's inevitable, people.
Yeah. Yes, it's coming.
Unless you live, above the middle or below the middle of the country, you're going to get snow.
Yes.
There's no way around it.
Unfortunately.
It's unavoidable. It's going to happen. If it doesn't happen in the next month, it's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 months.
Oh, yes.
So, This is the time now, while it's warmer, that you need to get out and you need to start stocking up.
There you go. Yes.
If you go through a bottle of shampoo a month, go out right now and buy yourself 4 bottles of shampoo.
Yeah. Use your coupons.
Exactly.
Use your coupons.
I know it's extra cost and all that. Do overtime and work whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
Get you 4 bottles of body wash. And the reason I'm saying this is because these are ridiculously stupid things to risk your life for on icy roads to go get.
Got that right. Absolutely.
For God's sake, just start stocking up on toilet paper. Stock up on things that you're going to absolutely need that you know that you would have to run out for.
Yep.
Because, if you're out of toilet paper, you're heading to the store.
You got that right.
Stock up on it. I know it's expensive, but please, just do this now.
Yeah.
Your cars, make sure right now you already have your scrapers in your cars, your shovels, your emergency supplies, your hand warmers. Whatever you need, make sure your tires are up to snuff. Make sure your car's winterized. These are the things that you do now.
Yes.
Don't wait till it gets cold and it's already
why would you want
the road.
Yeah, why would you want to risk this, being out in the cold and doing this?
Even if you have to get 1 tire a month.
Yes.
Go get 1 tire now, and then next payday or next month get another tire. Okay, so that puts you in November. December, get 1 more tire.
Yes, you do what you have to do.
You can do this.
Yes.
You can. Even, like I said, just 1 tire a month. It sounds ridiculous. But go do it, Just get that 1 tire a month if you have to.
Yes.
Just get yourself some new tires on your car. Go get the radiator flushed and figured out for the winter. And everything the window wash that has the anti-freeze stuff in,
Yep, your fluid for that.
Yep,
just go in and get it checked. Get, oil change, whatever you need to do. They will check your levels on everything, so.
They have that gas stuff you can put in your gas tank that keeps your gas lines from freezing.
Yes.
You can put that in now.
Yep, go for it. Absolutely.
Get the stuff in your car that you need for the winter now.
And not only that, make sure you have your car B.O.B, your bug-out bag, in your car.
Make sure you have a blanket in your car.
Yes.
There's some people out there I know that they do for seat covers. They use blankets as seat covers.
That works. Car. Yep.
So that way they're already there.
That works.
Brilliant to me.
Yes.
They put paracord on their steering wheel.
Whatever works. Yeah.
So, I think that's absolutely brilliant myself. But,
absolutely.
So there's so many things that you can do. Under your seat, stash some protein bars. Have little water pouches or even water purification tablets. Whatever you need to do. Have a couple cups that you can collect some snow and melt it.
Yeah.
Have a couple of those that canned heat. What's it called? Brain fart.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Your candy. Yes. Gosh darn it. You had to ask me. You'll look it up.
I know. Now you're going to look it up, aren't you?
Yeah.
So anyways, get you some of that so that way in the car you could have some kind of heat,
Yes.
The sterno. Jeez.
Thank you, yes.
That's freaking nuts. This stupid
I kept
thing.
coming up with Bunsen, but that wasn't it.
Yeah, but they also have these things now that are like these, you could even make them yourself. Is like, those Christmas tins?
Yes.
Put some soy wax and some cardboard.
There you go, yeah.
And there you can have a nice little campfire by your car that'll last 5 hours.
There you go, yes.
Close to your car, but
Yeah, make sure you have,
make sure you're very careful with this.
Water in your car, of course.
Yep, put a bulky sweater in there.
Yep.
Put some pants. Whatever you have to do. Those little hand warmer things,
Those are great. They're great for...
What do they cost, $2?
Not even.
Put some in your car. You can put them in your shoes.
Oh, heck yeah, you can do a lot with those.
So,
not just for your hands.
Exactly, most definitely. Keep a little hat in your car to, keep your head warm. Put some mittens in there, some gloves, whatever. Even if you just shove them under your seat. They're out of sight, out of mind, but they're there.
Or your glove box. Or your console thing there. So, lots you can do.
But you can do this now. This is the time to do this.
Yes. Absolutely.
Your first snowflake is not the time to do it.
No. Absolutely not.
Right? Oh, batteries. Batteries.
Yes,
Please check your batteries. Check the levels of your batteries, see if it needs to be replaced, because that's going to be the difference between you getting home safely or you being stuck in a freaking frozen parking lot, breathing your ass off, waiting for someone to come get you.
Got that right. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, lots you can do. Get ready for winter, because it's coming, no doubt.
Yeah. And everyone can't stop it.
Make sure for your home, too, make sure your furnaces, your ducts and everything are cleaned out. Make sure your filters are changed, all that good stuff.
Exactly. Do all that now.
Yes. Now is when you should be doing that.
Not when you first turn your hearing, what's that smell?
Yeah. Or, it's, 19 degrees out and your furnace stops. Exactly. No, get it checked now.
Exactly. This is the only time to get it checked. You can do it in the middle of winter, they're going to charge you up the butt.
Got that right.
So yeah, dude, get you, like you said, get especially filters. Make sure those filters are changing. Make sure your carbon monoxide detectors have batteries.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Make sure your fire. What the heck? Oh, sorry, your smoke alarms.
Yeah,
I saw something. My cat was moving. It was like I thought she was over here. Never mind. Okay, so smoke alarms.
Yes.
Okay, smoke alarms. Make sure your smoke alarms have fresh batteries. Test them. I mean, these are things that can save your life. This is not, just annoyance. Get your carbon monoxide detectors checked. Get your smoke detectors checked. If they're faulty, get new ones. This is important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very important. So, yes.
Absolutely.
Make sure in your house, with winter coming, you got some extra blankets. You got your nice fuzzy slippers. You got some purple socks or whatever you're going to wear, Keep your heating costs down by, having a house coat on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have my comfy blanket when it gets chilly.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't like to be cold, so. I hate.
See, her and I are the opposite. She's like summer and I'm the winter.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, yes, bring on the cold. Bring on long winter nights. Woohoo!
Well, true. I kind of like that part, but I don't like being cold. I hate being cold.
No, I don't like being cold either. But at least cold, you can wrap up in something and get warm.
Oh, yeah.
Once you're overheated, it takes a while. But anyways, I digress. Yeah. Everybody just get yourselves ready for winter.
Yeah, because, boy, they weren't ready. Kaboom! 80 degrees one day, snow, blizzard the next. So.
For you people who have outside pets.
Oh, yes.
You need to make sure your animals are taken care of.
Yes, please.
They even have these things that you can buy where your pets lay on them and they heat up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Warmers.
Yeah.
That could mean the difference between your dog being healthy or freezing to death. And I'm not going to sit here and yell at people who keep their dogs outside, because there's some dogs that prefer to be outside.
Yep, that's true. But at least make sure they're not going to freeze to death.
And for God's sakes, don't put a freaking 10-pound metal chain on them.
No.
Middle of winter.
No, ice gets on there.
Exactly.
Ice gets on there. And make sure you check their water, because it freezes. They can't get to it.
They also sell those things that will keep the water from freezing.
There you go. See? There you go.
It's like a little warmer at the bottom. It doesn't heat it up to where the water gets bacteria. It just keeps it from freezing.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, lots you can do, so do it. Just do it.
Do it now.
Yes.
Now is the time. And do it before you're broke during the holidays.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than being broke during the holidays and suddenly you gotta buy a new battery or you gotta buy a new tire.
Yes. So get that stuff, checked out now while the weather's decent.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, they got caught quite unawares there, because it was 80 degrees one day and a blizzard the next. That was insane. And they just didn't get inches.
Are you talking about North Dakota?
Yes.
Yeah, nuts.
Yes.
Montana, yeah.
Feet of snow. Feet. Not inches.
It fall yet.
I know.
It's summer.
I know. It's insane. So, yeah, be prepared because all of a sudden, boom.
And now they're saying now there's this nor'easter thing. They're calling it bombogenesis.
Oh God!
It's going through New England.
Oh yeah.
It says nor'easter to undergo bombogenesis in last New England with heavy wind swept rain. So you got this going on now too. So
and actually, those nor'easters could come as far as even Ohio, where I live. And what's concerning this area, we're right on the Lake Erie's over here. It's already taken most of the beach. I'll have to take pictures to show you. But they're saying the level isn't going to go down. We get some good nor'easters. The one main street, it's called Perry Street, will be flooded out. It's going to be crazy this year. And when the ice breaks up and stuff, that shit's going to be pushed inward.
Well, this here says a powerful nor'easter is set to pound New England Wednesday night, unleashing heavy rain and possibly damaged winds.
Yep.
It's set up reminiscent of scores of a whopper nor'easter snowstorms, but this system will be wet and not white. The powerful cyclone will organize rapidly Wednesday, qualifying as a meteorological bomb.
Great.
Thanks to its speed and strength, the stage is set for potentially impactful Wednesday night across the mid-Atlantic and northeast.
Yep.
This is timing impacts. The storm will start to gather itself to the south of New England Wednesday morning. The National Weather Service in Boston noted that altogether this storm looks progressive, moving quickly through the widespread freshwater flooding from rainfall. Shouldn't be an issue there, though there may be isolated incidents of urban flooding with low astronomical now, they use that word.
I love it. Yeah.
Coastal flooding is likely. So here's the winds. Now, you gotta understand, this is New England.
Right.
Now, like you're talking about in Kansas, they're used to 30 and 40 miles an hour.
Right.
That's like a Tuesday for them.
Right.
Gusts of 30, 40 mile an hour winds are expected in Carolina up through the Delaware Peninsula, whatever that's in, 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts around dinner time on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
So these people are not used to this.
No, well, you have to remember, the wind, but it brings in that storm surge.
Yes.
That is the issue.
Exactly.
Because it's, if it was out in Kansas, you just have to worry about the wind. But there, you have to worry about that storm surge, all that water.
And it says there is a slight risk that a narrow channel of winds in excess of 80 miles per hour.
Oh my God! You know how
hurricane force could develop and target the Cape.
Can you imagine the size of those waves? Oh my God!
Yeah. So everybody, on the East Coast, there, be prepared. Be prepared.
Yeah, they're giving you fair warning here.
And your guys' trees out there, I know, I lived in Connecticut, and I'm telling you what, those trees out there are weak.
Yeah.
You get a good strong wind, and they are, coming down left and right, so, y'all just be very careful.
Yes, stay safe.
So, Wednesday, good weekend, just
hunker down. Don't go anywhere.
Hunker down. So you're calling it, the cyclone will undergo a bombogenesis. That's what it says.
I love it. It's not just, it's just going to rain tomorrow. We're going to have torrential rain. And, all these big adjectives. You got to love it.
It says the central pressure of the storm will drop by at least 24 millibars within 24 hours.
Ooh. Ouch. See, the
lower pressure is the stronger part of the storm.
Right. But they have to worry about the waves, how high they're going to be, the surge.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Well, this is coming off of the...
Yeah.
Spinning off the coast, and it's mixing with the stuff that's coming from the west here.
Right.
So you guys over there by Lake Erie, you're going to be getting some crap, too.
Oh, yeah, because it's pushing that water northward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, so... And I know eventually, a couple times this year, it's probably going to overrun the road there. So, and it's a main street, and houses are there. So, yeah, going to be interesting, unfortunately.
Everybody just be prepared.
Yes.
Like I said, this is another thing. Check your weather. Oh my God.
Oh, please.
Check
yes.
it daily. Don't just check it like on Tuesday and be like, oh, okay, and then here it comes Friday, like, well, it didn't say it was supposed to rain.
It changes daily.
By the day. Check your weather. So
Make sure you have it. Make sure you have a bad weather alert on your phone.
I'm like one of them old ladies is like, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's the temperature?
Yeah. Or get one of those weather radios. So you're on top.
And even those aren't going to tell you what's going on until it's actually happening.
No, it'll give you a warning. It's supposed to warn you.
Well, yeah, they'll give you warning, but it's like as it's already about to hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether you check the weather, all throughout the week, you're going to know that it could actually happen. So.
Yep.
So, definitely. Check your weather or something. Like I said, if you have to check it twice a day, check it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen them say, like, oh, it's going to start raining at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I work night shift, so I go to sleep, I wake up, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's sunny. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's pouring on my way to work because the system slowed down.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah.
We have anything else on the agenda here?
Not really. We covered the main things.
Yeah.
Just like snow,
that California blackout, we had to...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to say something on that.
Absolutely.
I cannot believe. I just can't.
I know. It is so messed up. That is... on so many levels. We just touched the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. So, oh yeah. You guys do your own research. Get in, for people who live out there, for people who have family out there, do some research. Start looking into this. Really look on what they're doing out there. Look at what the government's doing out there. Look at what these corporate bastards are doing. Yeah. You need to look and understand exactly what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it is not good.
My mind is so bothered right now from that. It's just, I just can't. I can't wrap my head around the contradictory stuff and everything that's going on. It's crazy.
It is. It is absolutely insane. So yeah, everybody, just like I said, if you don't want to believe us, do your own research.
Yeah, absolutely.
And check into this, and then look at these. Look at what these corporate people are making compared to what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
They're claiming they can't do what it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely crazy. So, yeah, do your own research and check into the solar panels. You don't believe us? Look into it. It's insane. It's absolutely insane what's going on out there right now.
Yep. So, look it up. It'll boggle your mind, honestly.
And, it's nuts. And don't just look at news listen to people who live there.
Yeah.
There's people out there posting on media sites. They're telling you what's going on. They're telling you they're giving you a play-by-play of what is happening out there. And people are not listening to them. I can't believe our freaking federal government hasn't stepped in already. They should have.
Yeah.
They step in on everything else. Why not that?
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Almost 1 million people are without power. Some people actually have nothing, and it's like, and our federal government's just turning the other way. Oh, well, screw you guys.
Yep, crazy stuff. I feel bad for them out there. I really do.
Oh, I do too. Especially, ones who that they pay their bill on time. And everything going, and it's like suddenly,
And then they're blaming the solar panels.
But then the government officials are trying to push solar panels.
Yeah.
They're pushing solar panels, but then blaming solar panels because...
Yeah, and then arresting you for them. And finding you, so that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be helping the environment and helping you. Wow, just amazing. You'd think by now we wouldn't be surprised by some of these things, but wow. That was just, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. We have no words for that, yeah.
So, anyways. Like I said, y'all do your own research. Yep. You don't want to believe us. You don't want to believe what, don't believe what the main media sources are telling you. They're lying.
Yep, absolutely.
Do not believe the CNNs, the Fox. Do not believe anything they have to say. They're going to put their twist on it. Do your own research.
Yes, there you go. That's what we tell you. Do it yourself.
Exactly. So, anyway.
Yep.
All right. I'm done preaching now.
Okay. Yep, we're done with that. Yep, check it out. Start preparing for winter. Now's the time to do it. Okay.
Exactly.
And where can we get some of this information from?
You can go to KBLP LLC on Facebook. You can go to KBLP LLC 4 on YouTube. You can also go to Planet B.O.B. That's B.O.B. on Facebook. That is our site. There's links to the shows. There's information on there, different things that, and other people post on there too. And anything you want to know, if you have a question, post it there. If we can't answer it, we will find the answer for you. So most definitely go check that out. Check out Survival Wolves on Facebook. Check out MV8 Survivalists on Facebook, and check out Conflicted What Would You Do Scenarios.
Absolutely, there you go.
Facebook. All those places you can get information, you can get in on conversations, and definitely go there and check them out.
There you go. There you go. So, yeah, please, if you have ask for any information, you want to comment or give us your opinion, you can get a hold of us through KBLP LLC Facebook page. So.
And if you want to be mean, that's cool. We can take it.
Absolutely.
We got countries watching us. We don't care.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Yeah.
And did you see on the news? I hate to say when I'm right, but I'm always right.
Yeah, this is true.
The impeachment thing is like, remember I said the troops will be on them? Well, now suddenly we're moving troops here.
Yep.
And now Russia's being blamed for the Syrian bombs. All roads lead back to who? Russia. It's horrific what's happened to those people. I'm not even going to downplay it.
No.
But I just found it odd that all roads lead back there. So one day they're like our frenemies, One day we're our allies when we need them, and then it's like, oh, guess what? It's all Russia's fault. So
yeah, there you go. Yep. Absolutely. So, alrighty then. Okay, and I guess that'll wrap it up for tonight. Don't forget, Ecto Encounters is on Saturday. So,
woohoo!
Yeah, tomorrow.
We will be there.
Yeah, tomorrow we have Sports Talk with yours truly, and The Walking Dead. Ooh, getting good.
Oh my god. That last episode was weird though, I gotta say.
I gave us some background on Beta, finally.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, now we know a little more.
We'll see it in the comics. I don't know. I'm going to give just a quick spoiler here.
Yeah.
In the comics, Beta is like a famous person. So I have a feeling that's when she lifted up his mask. That's what she saw, just so you know. So anyways.
Probably. Okay.
You can put that on the show.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Watch it. Join me tomorrow night for that. Lots going on, dear God. So I'll be posting soon what day I will be at the Haunted Hydro. So y'all tune in for that, because that's going to be live from a Haunted Hydro.
A reading of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow soon.
When are you doing that?
Friends.
All right.
With my witch friends, and I will be posting it when I'm done. So
all right.
That's just like a special holiday thing, so y'all... I'm working hard on this, and trust me, my voice is taking a toll because of it, but it's fun. So
there you go. Y'all are going to enjoy this, believe me, so don't miss out. And then, of course, the rest of Halloween's around the corner, so lots of Halloween music I'll be playing on DWD, so lots of Halloween music. Yes! Gotta love it. So, change the format a little bit. Change the format on Hollywood Review because we're discussing some movies on there now, different movies. So, yeah. So I did some underrated horror movies last week. So,
awesome.
Yeah. So, if you want to hear about some movies, let me know. Other than that, have a great week. I know it's only Monday, going to be Tuesday, but the weekend will be here before you know it. So hang in there.
And Friday is also the first.
In the basement. Absolutely.
Can't forget that.
So there you go. Can't miss that. It's great. It's a great show, so tune in.
Saturday, we've got some awesome stuff going on for Encounters Night, though, so you don't want to miss that.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, yep. I think that'll do it. What do you think?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Good.
Have a great night, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.
Good night.